Would you like to learn about a Bitcoin peer-to-peer platform and understand how this really works? In this video, we're going to discover what this peer-to-peer platform called Paxful is all about. Check this video out. Hey, it's Jonathan Tinoco and welcome to all of you. And for those people who's watching right now, this is a very powerful and important topic, especially for those people na nasa space as a crypto. We're gonna be talking about peer-to-peer platform or Bitcoin peer-to-peer platform. But before anything else, currently I'm with my partner Fermin Baranachea. Hello, Fermin.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode.
And of course, with our special guest, the community marketing manager of Paxful, Miss Apryl Albero. Hello, Apryl.
Hey, Coach Jonathan and Fermin. Thank you so much for having me back. It's very exciting.
The reason why we have this session because people are asking about ano ba yung tinatawag na peer-to-peer platform and bakit ba merong peer-to-peer platform sa Bitcoin? Siguro, go ahead, Apryl. Can you please enlighten us what is really peer-to-peer platform?
Okay, so, sa madaling salita, Paxful is a people-powered marketplace for money transfers with anyone, anywhere, at any time. So, I would like to relate Paxful to tonight's topic, which is, we're calling it a new world of finance, because we at Paxful and we as Paxful users, we are redefining this space. So, sabi nga ng creative director namin just recently in a vlog interview, he talked about the true future of Bitcoin lies with how it started, which is by people, and that's what we're focusing on at Paxful right now. So, I would like to share a short video, but later during this discussion, because we're going to talk about what really is Paxful and how we are different from other peer-to-peer marketplaces and exchanges. So let's take, for example, our banking system or how the banking system works in general. So not everyone can afford, or not everyone can create a bank account, right? So not just here in the Philippines. Let's say, for example, you need to have a job, you need to have all these documents, you need to have ITR, you need to have your ID or anything that the bank asks you. So let's say nagbebenta lang ako sa, let's say meron akong business, nagtitinda ako ng sari-sari store, ganon. So wala akong documents na pwede kong mapakita sa bank para makapag-create ako ng bank account. And there are billions of people who are underbanked or unbanked that don't have access to finance. So imagine a world where everyone has equal access to finance, no matter who they are, no matter where they are from. That is what Paxful is building. So Paxful missions is to empower the forgotten billions of people who have control of their money in a way that they've never had before. We launched a charitable event back in 2017. We're calling this a Built with Bitcoin. So I would like to show you guys a very short video about it. So I'm very passionate about it. The same with our CEO. So he has a huge heart towards the emerging markets. So Coach Jonathan, kung pwede ko i-share yung screen
sure,
ko.
Of course. Go ahead, Apryl.
I don't know about you guys, but one of my dreams has always been to build schools, especially schools where they're most needed, like in Africa, in rural villages where people don't have access to education or even clean water. An amazing bunch of people, Yusuf Nasri of Zamzam Water. And I saw he was building an orphanage. I said, wow, this is awesome. Maybe I can help. When you go to a place that has absolutely no infrastructure, you have to start at the bare basics. Number one, clean, potable drinking water. We've actually developed water filters in the University of Texas, and we've actually installed them in these buildings in our school, right? So it's water, plus a nursery school, plus a primary school, and we've even installed solar panels as well. It's everything you need to actually build up a community. Built with Bitcoin is our way of giving back. They just need a chance. They just need access. The access that we take for granted. So Built with Bitcoin is about making a lasting change in the world with education. It's the ultimate tool for people that really want to make a difference.
Oh, a nice video. So Paxful is not just about making money or more on earning profits through Bitcoin, but also Paxful is doing those kind of charitable activities, AP, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm very proud to be part of this team because we're not just talking about profits here. We're helping build communities, and we're especially looking at the emerging markets. And I'm sure may makaka-relate tayo dun sa scenario na ganon because us, we're living in a third world country. So nakikita natin yung ganong mga scenario. So we've built schools in Rwanda, dalawa na. So in 2017 and then in 2019, and then right now we're building one in Kenya. And if not for the COVID crisis, we would have started India, but maybe we're going to do that later on. And why not Philippines soon? Maybe. So because there is a demand, and we are always looking to help.
Given that you mentioned about giving back, impacting the community, well, let's talk specifically about the Philippine market. During this current situation, can you tell us how Paxful, as a peer-to-peer platform, can help the Filipino community utilizing Bitcoin as an alternative source of income?
Yeah, that's a very interesting topic for many, especially during the COVID-19 crisis. After the lockdown, after we implemented the ECQ, everyone was suddenly either forced to work from home. So those are the lucky people, or totally people lost their job or temporarily lost their job. But then even if you so basically people a lot of people lost their source of income. So people wanted to and then what's really amazing is that people actually adopted. So people quickly think of a way of how can I make this work, because even if you lost your job, you still need an income. So and the growth we've seen for our Filipino users, the new users that come in our community, people are asking, what is Bitcoin? How can I make money out of it? What do I need to do to learn? So people have become interested. They've become open-minded about Bitcoin, and our webinars, it helped a lot. Because we've been teaching them, how you can make money out of it, and not just investment. People can use Paxful as an investment. These are real use cases that people can use, and apart from that, people can also use it as remittance, especially if you have your family working abroad and then sending money back home. So you don't need to go through all the process of high fees for sending money back home, and using Paxful, it's instant. You can get the remittance instantly. The most important ones for the current situation is arbitrage. So basically what they do is buy Bitcoin and sell it at a higher margin. So that's what peer-to-peer platform is. So you buy Bitcoin, and then you buy Bitcoin from another vendor, and then you sell it to another vendor. So it's a buy and sell. And for traders as well, you can have your trading activities on other platform, but first you need to buy Bitcoin to fund your trading activities. So you can also use Paxful for that, because we have lots of vendors who are selling Bitcoin at a very low markup. So, and then aside from that, we also have gamers. I'm sure we have gamers watching right now. So if you're a gamer and looking for ways to get gift cards at very discounted prices. You can also sell your Bitcoin in exchange of gift card. Like let's say you can get 1,000 worth of gift card at a half the value. So that's also an opportunity. And actually, it's very interesting data. If I can share my screen again, I'm going to show you guys. So yeah, that's our founder, Ray and Artur. And look at this. This is an amazing growth. Starting, this is a week-over-week growth. It's a public data. Anyone can see it. It's called. You can check it at coin.dance. And this is just a peso volume. So the growth is amazing. You can see lots of people have started trading during the ECQ, and so it's actually amazing because people come in asking for how can I make money out using Bitcoin, and they learn and they started applying it.
That's interesting. Grabe. Ang laki nung spike yan, and that was during ECQ. So it means there's a lot of people talaga right now who's entering the space, particularly learning how to make money through cryptocurrency. By the way, for those of you who's watching right now, I believe you've seen Apryl many times. This is not the first time na nakasama namin si Apryl in our channel, in our video session. And I'm sure most of you guys still asking, even though you're familiar with Bitcoin platforms, still asking how does technically the peer-to-peer really works, especially with Paxful. Siguro, April, can you just give or show or share siguro paano ba gumagana yung peer-to-peer platform doon sa loob ng platform ni Paxful itself?
Sobrang dali lang kasi based from its name, it's a peer-to-peer. So you trade with another vendor. So unlike an exchange where you buy Bitcoin and you're buying from the exchange. With Paxful, there are buyers, there are sellers. So if you are buying a Bitcoin, you can see lots of people selling their Bitcoin and with different margin. And my always advice is to pick the lowest margin because we're gonna sell that again at a higher margin. So if you can buy Bitcoin at very low prices and then you can sell it at higher markup, that's already profit right there. Hindi siya tulad ng, let's say you're gonna ask, mag-invest ako, kikita ba ako dyan na walang ginagawa? It's not like that. You have to make an effort. You have to do something from your end. Ikaw mismo yung magte-trade. So it's not technical like spot trading, which I haven't even tried myself. So ano lang siya, walang mga masyadong technicalities involved. That's why even new users can easily get into it and learn just the materials are available online. So you can watch our webinars, you can watch tutorials, and then after that you're actually good to go.
I see. So kumbaga, for those people who's buying and selling Bitcoin, it could be a platform if they want to buy or sell Bitcoin. Pero this time, ikaw yung magbibigay ng presyo, magkano mo siya gusto ibenta and magkano mo siya gusto ibilhin. That's how it works, right, April?
Yes, exactly. Kung ikaw yung buyer, susundin mo yung seller, yung offers ng seller, like kung ano yung terms niya. Makikita mo naman dun sa platform, per offer, makikita mo dun kung magkano yung markup ng mga seller. So, ang pipiliin mo dun is yung pinakamababang markup para may benta mo yun ng mas mataas na margin. So, pag ikaw naman yung magbebenta, you set your own margins. Ganun lang siya kadali.
Pero grabe yun kasi kami nila Fermin, we've experienced like if we buy Bitcoin then we want to sell it immediately. Ang mura. Kumbaga, parang sa Tagalog na word, babarating ka ng platform. And we've experienced that. And if you want to buy Bitcoin, I've started with that on a spot exchange or a broker wherein if you want to buy Bitcoin, you have no choice kasi sila yung kilala, sila yung mas maraming, kumbaga, if you want to buy immediately or sell immediately, yun yung ginagamit namin before. So I believe this is something that not only Filipinos, but a lot of people can use and consider then, especially entering the space because it's friendly, user friendly, number one, and secondly is if they really want to make a margin, earn from that margin, pwede nilang kitain dito how much money they would like to earn, right?
Yes, exactly, oo. Tapos, as a seller, hindi katulad ng sinabi mo kanina, nagbebenta ka, tapos parang ikaw pa yung naparat. As a seller, ikaw mismo yung magbibigay ng presyo mo. So, ilalagay mo yun sa offer mo, magagawa ka ng offer, bebenta mo, lalagay mo kung magkano yung interest na gusto mo. So yun yung tinatawag nating markup or margin. As a seller, you define your terms. So you're free to do that. And then it's also secure because we have this different levels of KYC that users need to comply. And as a seller, you have a choice to deal only with users who have verified their ID or address.
Great. In fact, abangan namin yan. Next episode natin, siguro let's have that technical session para makita ng public how does really the platform works.
Your screen earlier was very insightful in the sense that it showed a spike in trading activity during the work from home scenario. So, given that a lot of people are still on work from home, do you envision this trend continuing, or what happens pag hindi na work from home? Do you expect na tataas palalo, or what are your thoughts?
Actually, I'm expecting that it's going to continue increasing because let's say, for example, continue work from home. So we're still going to acquire new users, and that's what we've been doing. Kasi we're spreading the word. Kasi let's say yung iba hindi nila narinig about Paxful, and then once they discover Paxful, ganito lang pala kadalito, and then sobrang steady source of income. So we are still looking at we will get more users and introduce the product to the community. But then let's say, for example, lifted na yung quarantine or lockdown, and then people go back to their work. Once you tried it and you earned it and you make really good profit out of it, hindi mo yan ititigil because you can do it while working. We're still working. I don't see a decline out of this growth that we've seen. So it's looking very promising.
And di na magtataka, Fermin, kung April will be one of the top earner dun sa company. Top earner making a lot of bitcoins.
Under a pseudonym. She'll not call herself April.
But it's also the reason why I'm very passionate about trading as well, because I started actually trading 2 months in after I joined Paxful, because if I'm going to market the product, I should use the product so that I can talk about it in a way that I have experienced it. But then upon using it, it was really amazing, and it's amazing, and then it's also another source of income, and you don't rely everything on your salary. So it's just I'm not trading because I'm in Paxful. Even if I'm not in Paxful anymore, I'm still going to continue trading.
In fact, I think that's precisely the value-added proposition, that it has become a venue through which people can have side income. You're right. People don't need to resign. This is something they can do on the side if they want to.
Yes. So yun, even I'm teaching my relatives, my friends, and they've started trading, and it's I'm happy to see that, like they've enjoyed the product the same way as I do, and yung kita, it's not just a bluff. It's real, and you can see the growth.
So I believe April have shared a lot of valuable information during the session. But again, we're very excited to learn more from you. Maybe in the future, April, marami kami na i-share, even April and for me at the same time. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and appreciate if you can leave a comments below. So at the same time, okay, if you want us to create topics or different topics in the future, let us know in the comment section of this video. So once again, this is Jonathan Tinoco, and of course with my partner Fermin, and with Miss Apryl Albero. We'll see you in the next video. But wait, before you go, please don't forget to subscribe and press that bell button below so that you will be notified of my next video. So once again, this is Jonathan Tinoco, and your cryptopreneurship journey starts here.